So Blizzard just out of nowhere dropped an 11.1 update. Big shit coming out. We talked about, they have mounts previews here. They have tier set previews. They got all kinds of stuff. So let's see some of the stuff that they revealed today. Journey into Undermine. We already know this. Players will travel deep into the Goblin city of Undermine, the capital city of the Trade Empire. It is a city like none other seen before in World of Warcraft and stands as a testament to Goblin intelligence. We saw some of the images they were showing. One thing I can say from the preview that they were showing, this freaking thing looks huge. Like, just based on some of the images that they were going through here early on, Undermine looks like a massive freaking city. Look at the pictures here. This thing looks absolutely glorious. I hope it is Suramar-esque size. That would be very nice. I love the size and feel of Suramar. I hope that this continues to build on itself and get bigger and bigger. Undermine deserves to be a big city. I think we've waited long enough for it. What else did they talk about here? Boys, it's almost over. Here we go. This Friday, we are announcing the winner of the $100 BNet Balance giveaway. You need to get in here. 1 hour, My Shitty Stream will give you 1 point to enter into the giveaway. That's all you have to do. Watch 1 hour with your eyes closed, with your butthole closed, whatever you want to do. But just get in here, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I am live. You can get yourself a point to enter into the giveaway. The winner will be announced this Friday, December 20th. They basically talked about Drive a lot. Yes, they got into the Drive stuff. They talked about the races. Let me see if I can pull that up too. Talking about some of the races here. They were talking a lot about the cars and everything else, how you'll be able to customize them. The races themselves look like dragon flying races, but on the ground. Another thing they mentioned was that these vehicles are going to be faster on the ground than your dynamic flight is right now. That's absolutely insane. That is crazy. The fact that they're going to be faster than dynamic flying. I don't know how we're going to ever get on a regular ground mount ever again after all this stuff happened. Look at this shit. Flying past an epic mount. By the way, what the hell is this mount? Did they even talk about this thing? This thing looks pretty damn cool. What is this? Yeah, that's a glorious looking mount. Besides that, let's see if I can split this up here so we can do this even quicker. Besides that, they also got into the new delves ahead. That's right, we're getting 2 new delves coming out with this new patch season. They talked about how they're getting, Goblin-esque delves, very much sewer-looking stuff. Also, the fact that Bran will now be able to be a tank. That's a pretty cool thing that they revealed recently. We're within Season 2 beginning with the 1 week after Undermine content drops. Season 2 will offer new PvP arena called The Cage, which they described as a much smaller arena-style cage than anything that we've seen before. Let me see if I can also find that. They described, again, Bran and the delves and everything else and how all of that's going to look. Bran being a tank. Very cool-looking Bran tank here. We see him using his shield, doing all the things that he does. This looks like it'll be a pretty cool-looking tank. Some of the things that they add to Bran. By the way, they talk about bringing down a mech suit. Some people are saying maybe this is a preview to Tinker class, right? A lot of the abilities that Bran is gaining very much fit in a Tinker tanking role. Who knows? But they did even talk about, like I said, bringing down a mech suit and being able to get in the mech suit during your delves. That sounds like a pretty badass thing. They didn't show any actual images of it, but pretty cool looking stuff. This might be the actual mech suit here, or this might be a boss. I have no idea. But very cool looking stuff that they revealed from that. Besides Bran and everything else going on with delves, of course, we're getting the new dungeon, the Floodgate, which they said will be available the day the patch goes live, but the Mythic Plus version won't go live until Season 2 actually kicks off, so there's that. And then the new raid. The new Undermined raid with a bunch of new bosses. Here, by the way, is the arena that they talked about, a much smaller arena. They talk about it being very close in combat. The floodgates opening up, basically dropping the players down from the little shaft there. People getting in and fighting. Dropping down a shaft is always a good time. Ask anybody. Besides that, they talked about the raid. And again, with the raid, they said these are images of the new, I should say, dungeon, actually. The new dungeon that we were just talking about, where you're trying to stop them from breaking a dam, I guess, and thwarting their efforts to essentially flood the entire Undermined zone. Besides that, as I was saying, they got into the raid here. They show some quick images of the raid. Big dick raid. This raid looks absolutely glorious. I'm not going to lie. This freaking looks amazing. I can't wait to get in here and do this stuff. They talked about some new mechanics to some fights, interesting new ways to do bosses.
Servant,
very, very cool looking stuff.
We have a realm to destroy.
The biggest dick raid. That's right. Yeah, thank you, the Kool-Aid, for that follow. Welcome to our Scourge. Besides that, they talked about the mounts that could come and the story. They did mention there's going to be some crazy cinematic. The story mode of this raid will be dropping as soon as the raid opens, so you'll be able to get in there and see that cinematic. Where are the mounts that they showed? They did show some very, very cool looking mounts. They talked about this fight being like some kind of epic mechanical battle that we'll get into. Obviously, this is another boss that we've seen previewed before. It looks like you'll be dodging some shit, right? Stay away from the fire as usual. Now, the mounts. They did talk about a DJ fight. Here's some tier sets, by the way. Tier set previews. Tier set previews up here, boys. This looks like maybe could be a mage. We see a Drakthir with no gear showing, unfortunately, as usual for Drakthir. This could be the Death Knight set right here. That looks like the Death Knight set. Warrior set here. Warlock right here. Could be Paladin maybe here, or Mage. Not sure exactly. They didn't reveal all the tier sets yet. They did reveal 2 of them. They mentioned briefly the Mythic Mount while this image was being shown. So this could be the Mythic Mount that we could get. You can see Gallywix up in there. This looks freaking amazing. If this is the Mythic Mount, that's going to be something that's just going to be worth getting for sure. They did show one of the mounts that will be dropping. It seems like on any difficulty, it will be a rare drop. Will be dropping off this fight, the Mechno Tyrannosaur. This freaking thing looks amazing. Look at that animation. Gets all jammed up and everything. This thing looks great. This is definitely going to be a dungeon worth repeating, a raid worth repeating with those mounts and those rewards. And then last but not least here, they did reveal 2 tier sets. It looks like we got a, hold on, I have the article here as well. This is the Warrior tier set. They talked about tier set bonuses. Real quick, I'll pull this up while I'm showing those images. So, Warrior tier set bonus. Here it is. First look at the Season 2 Warrior tier set bonus. Looks like Warrior is going to have a 2-piece that says, each time you take damage, you have a chance to shield wall for 4 seconds and gain Luck of the Draw, which increases your damage dealt by 15%. And then the 4-piece here is going to be, during Luck of the Draw, shield slams chance to critical strike increased by 50%. Its critical strike chance reduced, cooldown shield by 6-second charge. Okay, so the tier set overall for the Warrior, it looks decent. It's nothing too crazy. Maybe that's something I'd be super excited about. The Death Knight one, the others look pretty cool. This kind of looks like a reroll of... and didn't Antorus have like a spiky shoulder look kind of the same as this? I remember it was like not necessarily tier set. You could get it if you were a plate wearer who wasn't a warrior. But it kind of does remind me of that Antorus set not too long ago released. Yeah, the Juggernaut set. Yeah, exactly. And then they also went on here to show, what is this? This is the Priest tier set. So this is confirmed to be the Priest tier set. You got a 2-set bonus. Your healing spells have a chance to apply insurance. Great. Tier set brought to you by Progressive. To their targets that heals them for 805k for 15 seconds. Insurance is consumed if an ally drops below 40% health to heal them by 386k. All right, that's a nice little saving their life moment there. Maybe it applies to the tank. That'd be the best case scenario. Their 4-piece Holy Ward. Serenity and Holy Ward Sanctify apply insurance for 10 seconds to one target, while Apotheosis is active. Your healing is increased by 1% for each insurance active on allies. All right, interesting tier sets. They did promise that the tier set bonuses would be much better this time around. They want to make them unique. They want to make them fun. Besides that, we got this little preview right here. Now, again, looking at this, clearly a warrior tier set, badass looking warrior weapons. What the hell are those? Big dick hammers with fire coming out the back. That's nice. Right here, if I had to guess, this might be, is this a shaman? What is this? Or mage, maybe? It looks like some kind of elemental shit going on. Back here looks like a druid. If I had to guess, I'd say that's a druid tier set. And then the one that stole the show for me right here. Oh my god. I'm guessing that's the rogue tier set. That looks unbelievable. The pirate, yeah, it's a typical pirate one, but damn, it looks freaking great. Holy crap, that looks like a badass rogue tier set. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it. The Bwansamdi mask looks pretty damn cool as well. Probably Booty Bay inspired. Yeah, probably undead pirate look. Yeah, very cool looking stuff. All in all, excited for 11.1, man. I think it's going to bring a lot of cool stuff. It's going to be refreshing. The racing, the raid, the delves, the dungeons, everything else coming with it. Damn it, Burning Viking. You scared the shit out of me. I got blurps on still. Very cool looking stuff. All in all, I think Undermined is going to be a fun patch, a great patch. Refreshing to come out. This will probably be the biggest dig patch that we've gotten so far in this expansion, no doubt. All these other patches have been little fillers so far. This one, I think, is going to be pretty damn exciting, and I'm excited to play it once we get back from the break and everything else. Looking very cool, and that is all really we have so far in 11.1 from today's preview.